people are here because of this woman. Many of them were even her friends that were doctors. And I'm going to tell you what's going on. I am up in Columbus, Ohio for a special event called Strikes Against Cancer. And the reason that we are here is to do a fundraiser in memory of Dr. Lori Gilbrittam, who died of IBC after about 4 years being in treatment. She was diagnosed young at 32. She was a physician. She knew what IBC was. But just because you know what it was doesn't mean you weren't going to get it. I met Lori when she came to Houston because she had heard about me. I was diagnosed a few years ahead of her. And she contacted me and said, hey, I hear you have IBC. I need to come to Houston. I want to talk to you. That led to a relationship that forever changed my life. Lori asked me to do her a favor. She said, I need you to start a charity. I want to focus on funding IBC research, and I hope that one day there'll be something in my home state of Ohio. Because at that time, there was only one clinic at MD Anderson, later there was one at Dana-Farber, at Duke, but there was nothing literally in Ohio. Doesn't mean you can't get treated in Ohio or other places, but to have a specialty IBC clinic is a unique thing. Well, after a few years of growing and people seeing that there was a need, that IBC wasn't the oddity people thought it was, Ohio State started talking to the IBC network about starting a clinic. And it's been back and forth over several years. There was interest, but there was a lot of things to go into consideration. And then they were about to launch the clinic, and then COVID struck and the pandemic slowed everything down. I have spent the entire afternoon in research meetings and conversations with the heads of the new, to-be-announced IBC clinic at the Stephanie Spellman Cancer Center at the Columbus State University, also sometimes called the James. They have been treating patients under a trimodal system to kind of test the waters, get everybody ready, and they've been treating IBC for a long time. But to have a trimodal clinic means you meet with your oncologist, your surgeon, and your radiologist. They team tag you through the entire treatment system, which is a very unique model, which is very important. They feel comfortable now saying that this clinic is officially opened, and the funds from this event tonight will go to this clinic. We will be continuing to do things to fund, but this is a really big deal. And think about it, it's a really big deal because one woman said, there's something we need to do better, and I want to make it better. People will never know the legacy that Lori left, because when she asked me to start that charity, I did because I said yes to her. And that charity has grown and funded some significant research. We have a sister charity in the UK, we have one in Australia, and there are more charities coming up around the world under this model funding research. It's because one woman said, I want to see something better. I want to see something better for my IBC sisters. And so that is the legacy that Lori's given us. Congratulations to the Stephanie Spellman Center for opening the first, getting emotional, the very first IBC clinic devoted to a trimodal care in the state of Ohio, the fourth in the U.S. Well done. I'll always remember you, Lori.